Now, Storm Team 4 with Central Ohio's most accurate forecast.
With all the storms today appropriately, today marks the start of Lightning Safety Awareness Week, one of the leading causes of weather-related injuries and loss of life. There is no safe place outside in a thunderstorm with lightning. It's essential to keep you and your family prepared. So as dramatic as it is, instantaneous, very dangerous. If you're caught outside, you have to essentially head for shelter the minute you hear thunder. Lightning heats the air to 50,000 degrees, 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun, and it's the taller thunderstorms that reach the colder upper atmosphere where ice and water droplets collide. That's what builds up charges that eventually connect between the ground and the cloud base, which discharges around 300 million volts of electricity. Hard to believe that lightning bolt, Kyle, is as wide as your finger, but the flash widely visible. So we say in a storm, don't use a corded phone. Cell phone is okay. Avoid touching electrical equipment inside your house. Avoid plumbing, in other words, the bathroom. Stay away from walls, windows, and doors, which can conduct a charge from the outside. And just like with ball games now, you wait or pools, wait 30 minutes after thunder subsides. If there is thunder, there is lightning, whether you are seeing it or not.
And one of the things that I learned from you actually is that if you're in a car, you may not necessarily be completely safe.
Yeah, there have been a few instances where lightning can penetrate. However, you know, if you're out in a field, get into a car, but don't lean on any of the metal.
Yeah.
And the other thing you have to keep in mind is lightning can travel 10 miles from a storm. It may not be raining. It may be hazy and sunny, and then a bolt from the blue can strike. We'll be talking about this periodically during the week. This is peak lightning month, July coming up. 89 and 73 today. Hey, we didn't make it to 90 for the first time in a week. Our average is 84, but it's certainly been steamy enough. The humidity hasn't gone anywhere yet, but it is going to come down overnight. There's your Schottenstein roofing tower camera view. A little bit hazy, but we're in pretty good shape. In fact, skies are clearing now from west to east with a northwest wind at 10, but 77 feels like 79. Morning rain helped. It left a blanket of clouds, as we surmised last night. And so when storms did fire up ahead of the cold front in this warm, steamy air, it wasn't as hot as it has been, but there still were lots of evidence of severe weather, tornado warnings that started in Belmont County, eastern Ohio over toward Pittsburgh, strong to severe storms in the southeast, thunderstorm warnings with hail and damaging winds between Youngstown and Canton. The final line racing off to the east this evening. This is how we shape up for the rest of the overnight. There's another look at the storm system working its way up into Canada, but definitely that collision of somewhat cooler and drier air relatively with the heat and humidity would inevitably lead to strong to severe storms east of the I-71 corridor. All gone, but even with all of that, we barely picked up 1/4 of an inch of rain, although Hocking Hill's about 3/4 of an inch. So with less than an inch, we're way below our average of 3 1/4 inches for June. Look at April and May. So we had a surplus, which should bode well for the crops as long as we pick up some rain. And we will again on Tuesday into Wednesday. We'll get a nice Monday with a drop in humidity, but just like that, the warmth and humidity, but not as extreme as last week. We'll be back on Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll enjoy the break. Although it's still kind of toasty out now. 77 is down to 70 at Bucyrus and Kenton. We'll wake up to low to mid 60s. Now keep in mind, this morning was barely 80 degrees at daybreak. It's going to feel a whole lot better tonight, tomorrow night, about 84 tomorrow. You can see there has been a bit of a drop in temperature. It almost got to 100 again in Washington and Philadelphia, but the heat is moving away. About 77 at noon and 84 tomorrow afternoon, but the heat index will come back into the 90s Tuesday and Wednesday, come down Thursday, come back Friday, but we're not seeing values over 100 like we have. And there is the outlook for your Monday. You see the northwest flow, temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Clearing skies overnight, and 64. It's going to feel almost fall-like in the morning. By comparison, 84, more sunshine, noticeably lower humidity. Storms in the afternoon Tuesday, 87. Warm front. Showers and storms Wednesday, 86. And then we'll get a little bit of a break Thursday and Friday. Storm Saturday, and much cooler by the end of next weekend.